Good day everyone, we are from Group 7. Now we would like to present our journal paper reading on the topic of on the evaluation of information retrieval systems by S. E. Robertson and M. Hancock Liu. So let me introduce our group leader and group members. So our group leader will be Ziyang, and our group member will be Xiong Teng, which is me, and another one is Ahmad Haji. So let's move on to the research problems. So in the research problem, they discover the difficulty in conducting laboratory experiments due to the changing nature of research questions. Next, they feel increasing difficulty in conducting black box experiments as research questions become more complex. Then challenges in deciding which qualitative and quantitative method to deploy in IR experiments. And the last one, they also found out the difficulty in defining the boundary of the system to be experiment upon. But let's move on to the research objective. So at the research objective, they set out the investigate how the shift in research questions affects the suitability of laboratory environments for IR experimentation. Next, they also examine how the complexity of research questions impacts the feasibility of conducting black box experiment in IR evaluation. They also determine the most appropriate qualitative and quantitative method for evaluating IR system given the evolving research questions. And the last one, they also wish to explore methods for accurately defining system boundaries in IR experiments to ensure valid and reliable results.
Okay, so for the methodology 2.0 system, so we can share with you. So the system C and simple mechanism to input and output. So we have the regular question, so regular task allocation to user needs and the spreading system values. And after the cognitive preparation is information seeking view in cognitive terms, requiring inclusion of user activities in evaluation. And lastly, when iterative evolution is system become more iterative, challenging is the modus of evaluation processes. And the application of this is the evaluation faces challenges in assessing equivalence, understanding user behavior, and capturing dynamic interaction over time.
Okay, for the experimental section, the general discussion are interconnected as they provide a specific example, data, and techniques that support and elaborate on the broader discussion. While the study addresses the challenges in exciting the information retrieval system overall, the experimental part in offering concentrate evidence and real-world cases to illustrate theoretical concepts. By showcasing practical examples, readers can better grasp the topic and its relevance to the real-world situations. So here it mainly discusses about the three parts. For the first part, the black box and the diagnostic experiments. It introduced the difference between these two, using the meddlers and search to illustrate the method of recognizing improvement suggestion and the performance of the weighted Boolean methods. And for the second one, the laboratory and operational experiments. They also discuss the difference between the laboratory experiments, which focus on the controlled experimental variables and observability, and the operational experiments, which emphasize realism and the performance of the system in the real world. Using the OK API experiment as example, they demonstrate how controlled laboratory tests can be combined with evaluation in actual environments. For the last one, the qualitative and quantitative methods. The authors emphasize the needs for both qualitative and quantitative methods in the information retrieval environment. Using the OPAC evaluation project, they show how the qualitative assessment complements the quantitative analysis, highlighting the importance of the balanced approach for the evaluating IR system.
Next, I will be continuing with the findings. So the first one, they discovered that there's a need for more emphasis on diagnostic and operational experiments rather than black box and laboratory-based one. Then the second, there's a trend towards viewing IR systems broadly, encompassing human activities rather than focusing solely on the mechanism. Next, they also discovered that the nature of measurement and assessment in IR experiments is strongly influenced by the location of the system boundary, often requiring a mix of quantitative and qualitative methods. Then the fourth one, some of the experiments focus more on human behavior rather than just system mechanisms, emphasizing the needs of understanding user perception and information seeking activities. Then the last one, they also discovered that the transaction logs have limitation in capturing user behavior and thoughts, such as lack of system response information and difficulty in demarcating sessions. Next, for the solution, they also suggest to enhance the transaction logs by developing methods to enhance transaction logs to gather more comprehensive data about user interactions, including thoughts and preferences. Besides this, they also suggest to establish evaluation facilities that provide operational environments with real users, live database, and fully functional experimental system. This facility will complement traditional test collections and allow for more realistic and comprehensive experiments. For the conclusion, they suggest the first conclusion with the diversification of evaluative approaches. Then the second one will be evolution of evaluation paradigms. Then the third one, they also conclude that the importance of effective evaluation methods, followed by the expand score of IR system evaluation. Then the last one will be need for adaptation to changing research landscape. So I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you.